Why don't we learn about money in school? And he looked at me and says, because the government doesn't let us teach that subject. The government tells us what we can teach and what we can't teach.
Debt. D-E-B-T. Yep, you got it. Debt. You're there. You did it. You're the man or woman. You've achieved it. You did it all by yourself. You are the Joneses. Happy with yourself? How does it feel? How does those monthly bills feel? I bet you it's not a good feeling. Somebody's always calling your phone, knocking on your door, sending you a piece of mail or email, looking for payments. And you got to keep coming up with them. But if I look in your house or look outside, you got the latest car, you got the latest toys, you got the latest clothes. You are just doing it big. You're flying flashy, alright? Kudos. Or is it really? Alright, let's talk about it. You got yourself there. Do you want to get out? That's the first question you got to ask yourself. And when you get out, do you want to stay out of debt? That's the second question. So, and how are you going to do it? All right. Part ways you can multitask, as a lot of people are taught to do. And one is by knocking the debt out, and one is by getting into investing. A lot of people say do one before you do the other, but I've actually done both. So do what is best for your own self. But yeah, you're in debt, you're trying to work your way down and see some type of financial freedom and build wealth at the same time. So, but you got to get out of debt because you got 20 plus credit cards, you got, again, the latest clothes and everything. But what you need to stop doing is buying stuff like the latest iPhone, buying junk food, doing all that stuff. Of course, a lot of people buying Jordans, buying the new Louis bag, and starting investing in those companies that carry those products. So you got to think smarter. Instead of making them richer, they're already filthy rich and they're not going nowhere. But you're making them richer because you're constantly buying their products, the latest one. There's always going to be the latest one. What's wrong with the iPhone 1 versus iPhone 9? Yeah, a few different technology things, but again, you're making them richer. Now, how are you going to get on their level? You need to change your mindset. Please change your mindset. Again, start investing in their companies instead of their products. And have these companies, once you start investing in them, they will, for one, you will get paid through the growth of that stock. And two, a lot of these companies pay dividends, which, you know, that's more money in your pocket, and you just reinvest those and it gets larger and larger. So again, stop buying these companies and trying to look fly and flashy, trying to please somebody else, and start putting that money in your pocket. So, all right. So again, you're in debt, you got credit cards that you should cut up. They say it's good to have just one for emergencies, but a lot of people go from 1 to 5 to 10 and max them out for their emergencies. But yeah, you got to stop trying to be the Joneses, trying to keep up with the Joneses, because as the saying goes, the Joneses are broke. They look the part, look like $1 million, but only have $2 in their pocket. So you can have that life. I would rather have the money in my pocket and not look the part, the fly and flashy. So, and crazy thing about it is you can look good and feel good for way less than you're paying these people just for the name of their product. So again, start investing in them and stop buying those products. Again, who are you trying to impress? Is your bills paid? Is your family fed? I mean, hey, if you can do both, more power to you. But most people I know, middle class people, which is barely there, most people I know, are in that middle class, and there's ways to get out of that class and move to the next level. But nowadays, it's pretty much only two classes, and that is either the wealthy or the haves or the have-nots. So, and I'm currently trying to put myself in the haves. And once I'm fully there, I don't want to be the fly and flashy person. I've been there, done that. I say it was a fad or whatever, but it got me nowhere ultimately. So, and again, rich people, their mindset totally different. Everybody wasn't born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Some people came from the bottom, straight from the gutter, but had an idea, wanted to change their ways, so they did what it took. And their mentality has changed forever. And again, they say rich people buy assets, poor people buy liabilities. Assets are things that make you money, put money in your pocket, building your wealth, owning a business, buying into real estate, getting involved in the market. Liabilities takes money out of your pocket. That's buying the latest car, cool car. That's spending on your credit cards. That's getting loans. That's just staying in debt. And it just leads to a road to nowhere. And you look up, years done pass, and you're still stuck because you're in this mindset. Yeah, I get living for the day because tomorrow's not promised, but you have to find a balance and be able to do both. But you definitely have to change your mindset and the ways you spend, and stop trying to impress everybody else and impress yourself and your family, and try to change that and build generational wealth in your family. So, you gotta cut certain things off. Stop trying to be the Joneses. And for instance, I know a lot of people in America who makes under $75,000. We currently have a stimulus check coming under the amount of $1,400. What are you going to do with that? Are you going to the mall? You can't wait. Are you applying it towards a new fast supercar or whatever? How is your credit? Are you just going to keep tearing that down? But what are you going to do with your stimulus check? Are you going to invest it? Try to build more wealth off of that? You can flip that 1,400 into 2,800 in a matter of time. Not suggesting to get in the market and try to get a quick hit, because that is gambling. Usually when you get involved in the market, you want to put it there and let it work for you and build. And I tell you time after time, it is strong. It is highly suggested that you do that, and that will put assets in your life and grow your wealth and turn your life around. But you have to be patient. But it works, and you just gotta get involved. So again, some people will probably take their checks and put it in their savings account with the idea of saving the money, thinking they're going to build wealth that way. But that's not going to happen. In a year's time, say you put that $1,400 in your savings account in the bank, you turn around and the interest that you're hoping it accrued is only going to be pretty much a few cents if you're lucky, because the interest rates in savings accounts are so low. Whereas if you take even just half of that and put it in the market, buy good, strong, traditional companies, and do your due diligence on the companies you invest in. But if you put just half of that in the market and turn around, it will grow for you, and it will, I promise you, change your mindset. It is a beautiful thing. Again, I got involved back in October 2020, and there is no looking back now. The money I started with, when I seen that moving, it just made me excited. It's like my favorite thing on top of dividends. So, and dividends comes compound interest, baby. So what is today will be even greater tomorrow. So I highly suggest take some. I don't care if it's 200 or 300 out of your stimulus and put that in the market. Ask for help. I'm here to help you. but talk to somebody. But it is very much recommended if you want to turn that money around and make it even greater. This is an opportunity that really doesn't happen with government, but often. But to the people that are getting a stimulus check, do the right thing. Like I said, stop waiting on the savior to come. This is an opportunity that you have to do something that can turn your life around. Many people that I follow that are wealthy now or close to that section of their life, they started with a little and turned that into something big because they got involved. They stepped out on faith and took a chance. The market's there. It's been there. And plenty of people have known this for a long time. And I wish I'd known it in my 20s. But again, I will never not invest. Yeah, again, rich people, they buy assets, anything that's going to increase their wealth, increase their value, and put money in their pocket. Other people, we just constantly buy stuff that just takes away from you, that's always digging in your pocket, that's not building you wealth that's going to keep you in the same place 5, 10, 15 years from now. I don't know if you got that much time. I don't know if you're wishing upon a falling star, but that ain't it. That ain't it. So, yeah. So stop trying to be the Joneses. Let that shit go. Yeah, you heard me. Let that go. And change your mindset. It ain't too late. Today is a new day. Tomorrow can be another day. But if you want to change your life and be able to put yourself in a different category in just a little bit of time, have patience, put your money in the market, or if you want to get involved in real estate, those are the two main ways of building wealth. Ask any expert, anybody that's there or anybody that's on the way there. So I am currently involved in one, and that is the market. I definitely have always been interested in getting into real estate, and maybe I will, so because I'm on my way to greater things financially. So all right, people, this is Yella. This is Organically Speaking with Yella. I appreciate your time. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Turn things around. Like I said, before you get that check, turn things around. So don't go out and spend it on BS, because you will regret it, or in a week, if you're lucky, or a month. We'll just play it like that. You'll spend that money, you won't have nothing to show for it, but you'll definitely have bills coming to your door. So do something that's going to turn that around for you. All right, this is Yella. Peace.